Good morning and welcome to somewhere completely new in Thailand for us and somewhere completely new in Thailand for you. KOH CHANG in the province of TRAT. It was actually a little bit of a journey for us to get here. We are back in Bangkok. We just got off our flight from Phuket and the journey to KOH CHANG now begins. We actually booked a private transfer for around 3,000 baht, so about £60, because it was only really double the price of a minivan and much more efficient. It's going to pick us up right from the airport, take us to the ferry port, get on the ferry with us and hopefully drop us to our hotel. And we've made it to KOH CHANG. Well, sort of. We have made it to the TRAT ferry port. We got here after a 4-hour drive from Bangkok airport and we've been waiting at the port to get on the ferry for 3 hours. The gate has been closed and there is a queue of people outside that are not even going to make it to KOH CHANG tonight. It was 100 baht each to get across, so if you are coming to KOH CHANG in peak season, get to the ferry port early. I didn't expect this island to be as busy as it is, but we're about to leave and we're going to make it to KOH CHANG tonight. This is one of the closer located islands to Bangkok and is actually the second largest in all of Thailand after Phuket, and just a stone's throw away from the Cambodian border. But for the next 7, 8, maybe 9 days, we're going to be showing you what the islands of TRAT have to offer and their true untouched beauty. We're actually staying on Kai Bay Beach in one of the brand new resorts, ultra luxury resorts in KOH CHANG. It's not really what I expected, but development on this island is increasing year on year. This is the retreat.
KOH CHANG is actually shaped like an elephant, hence its name, KOH CHANG, Elephant Island. Chang meaning elephant, after 5 or 6 times visiting Thailand. How did we not know that? Like, we literally drink Chang. I didn't know that it meant elephant. Anyway, side note, got distracted. We're nestled in between Kai Bay Beach and a local fisherman's village. So the name of our accommodation, of our hotel, the retreat, is very fitting. It's like a sanctuary, a tropical zen. I mean, look.
An oasis.
Around me, an oasis. It's absolutely stunning.
Even the gym. I mean, look at that view. It is so sleek, effortless. It makes you want to work out. And of course, in KOH CHANG, even your water is Chang. So after Phuket, a detox and getting in the gym every day was on our agenda, and luckily at the retreat we are able to do that. But we are now walking, and we've walked out of our front driveway to Kai Bay town. I like the location. Normally big resorts are quite isolated and it's very difficult to get into the town, or you have to get taxis, but here you can walk straight in, and we're next to like a little street food bar area where you can get cocktails. Look at this, the Blue Roof Bar. You can get a mojito for 59 blooming baht.
I can't believe that this is the town. It's got 7-Eleven, you've got bars, you've got restaurants, and you can't really get lost in KOH CHANG. There's only one road all the way around. We partnered with MyHeritage, and this is why. I always have comments like, where are you from? What is your ethnicity? And when MyHeritage reached out to us and offered us the chance to find out our origins and possibly find new relatives, I thought to myself, I can finally put these questions to bed. The test itself is so easy to use, with the test arriving in the post and a quick cheek swab of around 2 minutes.
In and snap.
Woo! I do know that I am possibly half Norwegian, but we're pretty sure that Matt is more than likely just British. I'm very intrigued to see what the results may be. We did the test a few weeks ago and our results have just come through. A little backstory, my dad was adopted, so we don't really know any information, so I am super excited to find out. So they kind of provide you with your ethnicity estimate, they also give you your DNA matches, and of course they find the long lost relatives should you have any. So my estimation is 59.5% North and West European. So it basically says that I'm not from the UK at all. And then I am 40.5% Scandinavian, which is of course what I expected. Now it does go into certain regions and specific cities that you are from, and of course it shows you the people that you match with, which is so unique. I also love the idea of being able to build our family tree, looking for historical records and documents, and they have a great photo feature on the MyHeritage website where you can colorise and enhance old photos.
I don't know what to expect, but actually I do.
You're fully British.
Mine is going to be as boring
Are you
as
ready?
it gets. Okay, let's go.
Matthew, you are.
Hold on. 45.3% English.
That was expected.
Very expected.
That's lower than I would have thought, though, to be fair.
You weren't British
No,
at
I wasn't
all.
British.
I'm taking
36% Scandinavian.
So am I more Scandinavian than you?
No, you're more
That
British
makes
than
no
me.
sense. 14.1% Iberian. So that's like Spanish, Portuguese. I thought I had a little bit of Spanish in me.
It does have a little area.
Do like a
and
paella.
3.7% North and West European.
So
I think, is there going to be one more? Because that doesn't
Let me
add
see,
to
let me
100.
scroll.
Here we go. No, that was
No,
it.
so 45.3 English, obviously.
Was that a shocker? Did you
No,
think
I
you were
thought
going to be
it was
going to
be like 99.9% British, but the 36.9% Scandinavian. I need to look deeper into that.
MyHeritage currently has a promotion, so click the link in the description box. You can also get a 30-day free subscription trial when you buy the DNA kit, and use our coupon code M&M for free shipping. Try it and let us know what results you get.
I don't know what I was quite expecting from Koh Chang, but it probably wasn't this. You're going to find that most of the built-up areas are on the west side of the island with the best beaches, and it's probably like Phuket or Koh Samui 20 years ago. It's not too busy, you're not going to find crazy nightlife, but to find the nice restaurant or that little seafront bar, they've got it here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
It would be rude not to have a Chang in Koh Chang. Well, we found a lovely little traditional local Mexican restaurant in town, Barrio. Sometimes you need something that's a little different, and their burritos were actually pretty solid. One thing you'll find, what we've found so far, is not many of the restaurants you can pay by card. You're gonna have to pay by cash, but there are ATMs everywhere, and this is Kai Bay Beach, our first experience of the beaches of Koh Chang. And again, you'll notice there's not much development on the beachfront like you'll find in Phuket, in Samui, in Koh Tao, where it's full of bars and restaurants. There's one little beach cafe, a couple of resorts, but apart from that, it's very untouched.
Koh Chang is actually extremely green, from the jungle, the forest, the palm trees to the water. So whether the sun's out or not, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. I think right now we have a little bit of cloud and sun. I think it adds to it. I feel like
the atmosphere of the mountains and green mountains.
I feel like this island is just green and it looks lovely that way.
The green elephant. Ending the day at the retreat's ocean terrace with an ice cold Asahi, taking in the little sunset that we're getting over the islands in the distance. This is why I wanted to come to the islands, the 52 islands of TRAT. Cheers. Good morning, day number 2 in Koh Chang, and today we are going to do what you've got to do when you come to the island, and that is rent a scooter and see as much as humanly possible of this island. Like Molly said, there is only one road that goes round the entirety of Koh Chang, so you cannot get lost, and we're going to see as much as we can of the west coast, the famous side of the island today. But the roads are infamous for being very steep and very windy, so let's see how we get on our little Honda Click.
We paid 250 baht for our little Honda Click, and you do have to leave your passport as a deposit because this is a very accident prone island. Lots of tourists come off their bikes, so what I will say is if you are not experienced on a scooter, then do not rent one in Koh Chang.
And we have made it to the first stop of the day, White Sands Beach. This is the first beach area that you're going to come to on the west side of Koh Chang, and it's probably the most popular, the busiest, the most built up with hotels. And the beachfront compared to where we're staying is completely different. Lines of hotels with bars, and it's definitely a little bit busier. You're going to notice in Koh Chang, being that it is so mountainous, so green, so lush, even in peak season, you get these clouds coming over, but it really does add to the atmosphere of this place.
The weather really isn't doing this beach any justice at all. It's quite different to where we're staying at Kai Bai Beach, but what I do like about Koh Chang's beaches so far is that I think they're really clean. I feel like where they're not really super built up and hyper modern on the beachfront, it's kept it quite rustic, quite clean. You can see the trees coming over, and there's just kind of little
very
small
natural
bars. Really natural. I love that about it.
Thank you. Not the best start to the day. I have already snapped my sunglasses, but we have come into 15 Palms, and we have got a couple of fresh coconuts with a pretty good view.
Wow, that's a delicious coconut. It's so sweet. This was 100 baht, which I think
it's pretty expensive.
It's more than what I've paid anywhere else, but
you can't go wrong.
It's delicious.
You cannot go wrong. But if I'm honest, I prefer Kai Bai. If you're going to stay in one of the two, I would highly recommend Kai Bai over White Sands. They definitely have the better facilities on the beachfront, but in terms of the town, the atmosphere, the vibe,
I hate that word.
Hate that word. I think I prefer Kai Bai. But this is why you come to Koh Chang over a Phuket, over a Koh Phangan, over a Koh Tao, maybe even a Lipe, is that you can come to the beach and really chill out. There's no loud music, there's no annoying sellers trying to annoy you, there's no crazy parasailers like you find in Phuket. It's just sort of untouched paradise with the odd little beach bar. Oh, this is fucking mental.
This is a bit that everyone slipped on.
It is.
For 2%? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We've made it. Well, sort of. Thank you, Kapon car. I'll get out the way. Straight? Left?
Okay.
Left? Thank you. Oh, that was a long ride. 40 minutes, but we've made it almost to the end of the road and the ghost ship. They were correct about the roads of Koh Chang. It really is a roller coaster. You go all the way up and then all the way down, all the way up and then all the way down. But after around 45 minutes, we have made it to the abandoned ghost ship of Koh Chang. It cost 100 baht each to enter, and this is the end of the road on the west side of the island. And this is why so many people today come and visit this area. This was a cruise ship maybe 30, 40 years ago, and it was brought here around 20 years ago to turn into a hotel. But that never happened. It was abandoned. Squatters stayed in it for a period of time, and now today you cannot even enter it. There have been a few accidents of people falling from the top, which is why all you can do is come, look at it, and tell the story of the ghost ship of Koh Chang.
I honestly don't know why, but it is super creepy. It's eerie, and it has this kind of like vibe, mystic vibe around it. Inside one of the windows you can actually see a bed. I think that adds to it as well.
I really want to sneak in.
Yeah, I mean I would love to,
but
it kind of looks decrepit, doesn't it? It doesn't look safe in the slightest.
I feel like we're liable to walk in and just go straight through the floor.
Also, I wonder how long would it actually still be here for? You know, how long till it starts?
I feel like they're
going to
keep it. It's become like a tourist site. Before you couldn't come here, but the last couple of years they're charging you to look at it.
It's in some location though. This is unreal.
It's crazy. It's not just the ghost ship of Koh Chang. You've got all these little villas, floating villas with pools. Look, and these are completely abandoned. It makes no sense because this is real prime real estate. You're surrounded by coconut trees. You have a beautiful white sand beach, actually the most beautiful beach I've seen so far on the island, looking out at the other islands of TRAT. And even, what are these? They're like little mini boats that are...
They're really missing out, you know. Look at that. I don't know if that's like a little lake or a river flowing through there, but look at your backdrop, surrounded by the mountains, palm trees. They've just left these
to rot.
It's such a shame.
We're in, not the ghost ship, but the floating hotel. Wow. Yeah, I know, I'm worried I'm going to fall through. Look at all this. You've got all the old TVs, all the chairs. This was probably like a conference room. Down below you've got the reception. This is when you go bang.
Yeah, I know.
And you fall, whoa. Bird. I'll show you the view. This would have been the view 20 years ago if you stayed here. Look at that. The pool, the beach, the islands in the background. But today, it's just rotting away. So not only do you have the ghost ship, the abandoned resort, you have this beautiful stretch, like I said, of white sand beach. I can see the idea. Would you have stayed there 20 years ago in the ghost ship? I think I would. And then you get that beautiful, fresh waters of the TRAT province. It's such a cool spot. If you come to Koh Chang, get a bike, go on the bendy wendy road and get in the sea. It's so unique.
It really is. It's so worth the drive as well. Although I'm slightly worried about on the way back.
It looks more difficult going back.
I'm just going to enjoy the moment. The sea's actually really warm. Unfortunately, you get quite a lot of stuff that washes out, whether it's like the stray coconut or a little bit of like polyfoam, but still nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to Rastaview. After around a 10-minute ride from the ghost ship, we have made it to the coolest bar in Koh Chang with the most amazing view. I mean, views don't really get much better than this. Out over Bang Bao Pier in the distance, a 70 baht Chang, which is well needed after looking at the ghost ship. Reminded me of something you'd find in the former Soviet Union. But this place, this is unbelievable. And there's hardly anyone in here. The roads of Koh Chang, they are not for the faint-hearted. Honestly, if you have never rented a motorbike or a scooter before, I probably wouldn't recommend it. The chicanes, the hairpin turns, the big ups, the big downs, they're honestly not that easy. It's a lot easier on like a Koh Phangan where it is relatively flat. So when we got back to Kai Bay Beach, our favourite place on the island if you're going to stay for a long period of time, the restaurants, the beach itself, all round, it's definitely the winner for us. We went to Sea at Sea Cafe, got mango sticky rice and a deserved ice cold Leo. We're now walking out. The water's very warm, extremely warm here. So warm, right? It's almost like a hot tub in Koh Chang, and we're looking out at the islands in the distance as the sun starts to set. And tomorrow morning, fingers crossed, we're going to jump on a fishing boat and head out to the islands of TRAT. So, day 3 in Koh Chang, and we are heading out island hopping from the retreat in the retreat's fishing boat. We are leaving the fishing village and the resort behind us, and we are heading to the islands directly in front. There are 4 tiny islands, 2 of which have a beach, and we've got the entire boat to ourselves.
This is so cool. I can't believe we're out on a fishing boat going to head to some islands. We're the only 2 out at sea at the minute. We've got a big comfortable deck and I can see it's so close, it's like 10 minutes, but I can see Koh Man Nai in the distance.
And after about 5 minutes, we have made it to Koh Man Nai. And obviously, because we're in a big boat, let me see how deep it is. We're gonna find out. Oh yeah, you can stand.
Yeah?
Easy.
Oh, perfect.
He's perfect, thank you. Yeah, the boat can't take us all the way to the beach. There is one other couple that have managed to kayak across here, but we obviously took the easier option. But this really is why you come to TRAT. These untouched island paradises lined with coconut trees, and like we said, just one other kayaker to share it with. This feels like Castaway.
It's so cool, honestly. I can't believe someone's actually managed to kayak over here, because the sea, it's not super calm right now, it's a bit windy, but we didn't have any problems because we had our boat. But look at this, there's 4 of us now on this island.
certainly wouldn't get this in Phuket, in Koh Samui, in Koh Phangan, an island pretty much entirely to yourself. But that's what you get in Koh Chang, in the islands of TRAT. It really is a hidden gem of Thailand, and I'm pleased we've come here before it completely explodes with tourism, because this place is too good to not become popular like the other islands of Thailand.
Such a lovely way to see the 4 islands that surround Koh Chang, and we're currently at Koh which has a small little beach here. It has the most unbelievable watercolour, and this is actually a snorkeling spot. So as you can see behind me, Matt is snorkeling. I'm going to get in a minute, but it's just absolutely beautiful. This one definitely is a little bit more of a busier spot, but yeah, unreal.
Kapunka, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I look so good.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
Thank
Perfect. Thank you.
You can try like your green herring, green energize.
I will have this one and then
Yes.
maybe try a different healthy one. There are
Everything is very
because there are so many options.
yes, and tropical smoothie is very
It's
the
good?
best.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe after I try
Yes.
tropical smoothie.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Kapunka. And we're back. Back at the retreat. Oh my god, the food is already coming. Yes, thank you very much. Did not expect the food to come out that quick. I was caught, but we are back at the retreat, and that was such a nice chilled island hopping experience. A couple of islands, a couple of nice beaches, and now we're back. It's midday and we're having blooming breakfast. So at the retreat, basically you can have breakfast at any time of the day, so from 7 AM till 9 PM, and the list of choices is never ending. So you can order a couple of dishes, a couple more dishes, and you can sit here all day eating your breakfast, having your iced cappuccino, your cheese omelette, your cheese board, your avocado toast that's on your way, and your vitamin C shot. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
This is so cool. We're looking out at the islands that we were just at, and I absolutely love the idea of the leisurely breakfast. We've got a pad kapow, which is, you can have stir-fried chicken, pork, beef, squid or shrimp, I think. So we've got tofu, and it's chili hot basil leaves served with a steamed rice, and it just looks so good. Kind of unusual for breakfast, but seeing as it's like
Midday. It's lunch.
It's delicious. So spicy, really like aromatic, and garlicky. My breakfast is going to stink today, but that is delicious. That has got to be one of the most unique breakfasts at a hotel we've ever had. We've just been sat there for almost 2 hours stuffing our faces. You can sit there for a very long time and just keep ordering dishes. Like, I just love that. But it is time to show you our gorgeous room. I think this is called like the splash room. You'll see why in a minute. So look, have a look. We've got like a floating bed, sofa. We have our TV. It's very light and airy. And then you'll have to excuse the mess, it's lived in. We've got our desk area, which I absolutely love. They do give you a fan, which is homemade, and a bag. It's all made out of local materials from the locals in the villages. And then you have our humongous bathroom, double sink. We have lots of storage, and this is the most unique kettle ever. Have a look at this. You make it with like coffee sachets.
Like an elephant's trunk.
Yeah, they give you little coffee sachets here, and you have to like pour the water in. And then this is
Why they call it
the splash room, the pièce de résistance. Okay, come on and have a look at this. We have a humongous balcony, like huge, with tables and chairs, and then you have sunbeds.
I think it's more, that's more like a blooming day bed.
It is. It's almost like being at a beach club, but we have private access to our very own swimming pool. This is just amazing.
And this is really how the rest of the day is going to look. Ice cold Leo, day bed, sunbathing. Cheers.
Cheers! This might look weird to you seeing as we just had breakfast, but don't forget.
It's 3 o'clock.
Breakfast was like 12 o'clock, yeah, it's 3 o'clock now.
You best believe we ended up spending the rest of the day on our day bed. We then headed to the Retreats restaurant and tried their Japanese fusion food while watching sunset, and of course enjoyed 1, maybe 2 cocktails. Cheers.
Cheers! This is how we end the day at the retreat, with cocktails, sunset and some Japanese food.
The least gracious way ever to eat your sushi, but look at them colours.
All in one.
Why not? You're in Koh Chang, that's what you come here for. Good morning, what a place. Koh Bloomin' Chang, I love it. It's got so much to offer. You're not going to find the McDonald's here, and in the Kai Bay area it's got a real community feel. I'm really enjoying it, and luckily we have a little bit longer to explore, not just Koh Chang but the other 52 islands, not all 52, we'll get to some of them, of TRAT. This island, look at it, so lush, so green, 70% of it is untouched rainforest, and we've been so fortunate to enjoy the last 3 to 4 days at the retreat. It has been absolutely incredible, but there is still more to come from the islands of TRAT, so stay tuned and we will see you from somewhere in Koh Chang.
My Heritage currently has a promotion, so click the link in the description box. You can also get a 30-day free subscription trial when you buy the DNA kit, and use our coupon code M&M for free shipping. Try it and let us know what results you get.